everybody. You are hearing me and seeing me for the first time ever. You've not seen me yet in our new space in the Crag Cave for our very first episode of Dragons and Things. We have worked incredibly hard to make this happen. I want to give a round of applause to the cast and the crew and our tech team, which consists of one person now, Jared Hoy, who has worked his butt off to make this happen tonight. We are also thankful to all of you who have stuck with us through our transitional period onto our new page for our new show. It is super exciting. I am so pumped to get into the story. So I'm going to do that without too much fanfare. We'll do some fanfare maybe at the end, but I want to jump into the story. But before I do, obviously, we're still giving away prizes, right? Right, guys? Prizes are happening this week. They're coming from Paizo, but I can't present them because that's not the way Dragons and Things does things. One of the NPCs is going to have to do that. And, of course, normally it is Quigley who puts up a poll and that decides who will be... That's the old way. But Social took it upon himself to put up a poll this week on our Twitter.
He told me. It told me that it was taking over the polls.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Quigley, but, you know, that's the way it goes. You were at Knott's Berry Farm.
I'm comfortable with it.
That's just all there is to it, like, you know? So Social has informed me that tonight Mama Chalas will be presenting our prizes from Paizo.
Yes!
Okay, here we go. I have to get into it. I'm sorry, I'm so nervous, guys. All right, guys, I'm done. I take a break from my stories to come down here and tell you a little about all the things that you can get on Dragons and Things tonight. We have some lovely things. Very nice, very soft little goblin guy here. He looks so happy. Don't you want to wake up and just snuggle this little guy? This little dog here, and they can sleeping next to you. That's one of I'll take it home and it can eat dinner with me and watch my stories with me. I like this little guy, but you're gonna win one. Isn't that nice, guys? Isn't that nice?
Yes.
But that's not all. We also have this core rule book. It has all the rules for playing games if you want to go on your little adventures with your friends and they want to fight monsters and get some rubies and stuff. It's very nice. The Pathfinder core rule book. Very nice, very glossy. I like the gloss. So the goblin and the glossy book are coming to you, but you gotta share this episode with the hashtag Dragons and Things. Ooh. That's different than it used to be, so make sure that you get the right one, because if you type a different word, it's not gonna work, and you're not getting your nice little prizes here. So, I gotta get back. I got some spaghetti on the stove, but I'll see you all later.
Bye, Mama Chalas.
Bye.
Bye. Good job.
Those prizes are coming to us from Paizo. Thank you so much, Paizo, for giving these things to us so that we can give them to the fans. If you like what you see and you are wanting to get your hands on some more official Paizo published material, go over to paizo.com. They have all of the books that they've released, all of the source materials, all of the adventure paths that are months, sometimes years worth of campaign material, all carefully plotted out just for you. Head over, again, paizo.com. We will still be using Sirenscape in our show because it's awesome and we love it, and we wouldn't want to play Pathfinder without it. So, that's right, and they still are excited about it. If you want to use Sirenscape in your games, head over to sirenscape.com, get the app, and download all of the sound sets you can possibly get your hands on. That includes fantasy and sci-fi sound sets. If you are a Starfinder player, you may find those useful. And they're always releasing new content. I see posts from them all the time about stuff that they're working on. So head over there, get what you can from them. And we still have friends over at Open Gaming Store. If you were looking for other things that you can't find on Paizo.com, head over to OpenGamingStore.com. You will find third-party published materials and game accoutrements that will take your Pathfinder sessions to the next level. That's OpenGamingStore.com. And there is a little discount code that you can use if you go over there. That is the Dragons ampersand stuff code that you have to use at checkout, and you will get 20% off your first order from Open Gaming Store. Quigley, can you give us a quick rundown on what kind of savings that really is?
Well, right now, since the code is to the old name, it actually is just 20% off. But as soon as we get it transferred over to Dragons and Things, it's going to be like 1
That's going to increase in
1,000,000%
value.
off.
Value's going
The
to go through
value
the
just
roof.
skyrockets from
Skyrockets through the roof. All right.
Bar the door.
Guys,
Bar the door!
the only thing that I want to say before we jump into the adventure, aside from what I've already said, is that, yes, we are so glad that you're here. And right now, we're fragile little eggs. You know, we have you guys supporting us, and that's all we have. We only have you. It's just you. It's just you and me. You and me sitting here on the internet.
I'm here too.
And yeah,
Me
nobody cares
too.
about. You put your hand down.
I don't want to be an egg, though.
It's just me and them. It's just me and them.
You're a fragile egg?
It's just me and them.
I don't want to.
So what we need from you guys are those likes and those shares. Those are huge for us right now. They've always meant a lot to us, but right now, while we are just trying to get back on our feet after the transition into our new space in the Crag Cave, our new page, Dragons and Things, it is of critical importance that you take a moment to hit those buttons. Like us, share us, please. That means everything to us. And if you want to find out another way, we were never gone.
All right.
We're back. I was just saying some stuff about liking and sharing us. I would love to go through a whole spiel again, but we really got to get into a game, and we're not going to play any Pathfinder tonight, and that would just be tragic. You guys know what the prizes are. You know we need you to share this and like us and love us. I'm going to recap a little bit of what had happened, but mostly I want you guys to know that we're starting a new chapter in the story. It is everything that has happened. But Dragons and Things is the next chapter, so you're gonna see. We're gonna open. We've got a little bit of a
I'm not comfortable with change.
opening.
Your smile
Things are
is
changing.
unnerving.
I'm so happy about what's gonna happen because it's gonna be so amazing for me.
We already broke the hammer, so.
Hammer's
Yeah,
broken.
the hammer's broken.
Hammer's broken. I love it.
Yeah, wait, why don't we just do the recap? Hammer's broken, box is gone.
Yeah, I killed Cord.
I'm gonna
Quigley's
intro.
still
I'm
a
gonna intro my
squire.
story
Took his
now.
eye.
I'm gonna intro my story now. Okay, I have it all written up here. I'm gonna intro my
Oh,
story.
God. Okay, go.
All right.
I'm ready.
Ready.
I'm ready.
Get ready.
Bar the door. The cold winds
Every
blow
time.
across jagged, snow-covered rocks and cut into the poorly covered flesh of 5 ragged travelers trying to make their way down to warmer air. They are lucky the winter months are still a ways off, or they would surely be dead by now, lost and unprepared as they are for their journey home. And where is home? The town of Trapsborough, where they have made as many enemies as they have friends? Or is it Anderley, where Squire Quigley became Sir Quigley of Arender and claims to have found a new purpose in his life? Or perhaps it is time to move on entirely. Find somewhere far away where no one has ever heard of Crag, Alex, Lyra, Marcus, or Quigley. Someplace where ancient prophecies and dead gods cannot find them. It is a moot point for the moment. All there is now is the cold descent through winding, twisting, labyrinthine paths. None of you know where you are going after your escape from the mountain fortress of Lunai. You defeated your enemies, gained your freedom, but are far from safety. For all the strange beasts and powerful villains you have faced, it seems kind of sad that the thing most likely to kill you now is the cold, uncaring mountainside you are trying to escape. But we'll leave you for just a moment because your destiny no longer holds the weight it once did. Threads of fate have been severed, and now it is the actions of others that will determine much of what is to come. In the mountain fortress of Lunai, chaos reigns. Cord, the High Inquisitor of a fading god, is dead by your hands, and the remaining forces of Lunai are but a few soldiers and acolytes. One figure of power remains, an elf woman who now enters Cord's chambers and searches for something and finds it. A secret door, a hidden path, and then a chamber kept out of sight and out of mind. Lying on a table is a book, an ancient text of incredible and unknown power, plucked from the wizard Marcus's possession when he was a prisoner just days ago, the Codex of Woe. She places her palm upon the cover of the tome and closes her eyes, as if asking some inner voice what to do. Deep underground, somewhere else, an outcast priest lies buried and restless, waiting for the threads of fate to come together for a plan woven centuries ago. A plan to destroy the remnants of a dead god, to ascend to that god's place, and to become more than any mortal ever dared. A shadow fills the tomb, a moving, living darkness that has shape and form, and 2 glowing red eyes. The spirit of the outcast priest senses a presence, and then suddenly knows the sharp terror of the rabbit that meets the wolf. When it is over, neither the outcast priest nor the darkness exists, but there is something in that tomb, something new and terrible. And now back on the mountainside. It is early in the day. You rise from your restless sleep to face your journey and hope that you can find your way to safety. Whatever your long-term goals are, you must descend this mountain before it claims you. What do you do?
Why are you bringing me back to Africa, Jim? Because I already lived this.
Well, first things first.
We read
Our
comments.
first episode, and I need
You gotta use the restroom already?
Lady Alex to reach beside the couch and break out a little surprise that I have.
A surprise!
A
Surprise? A
Yes,
first show surprise?
Yes, it's just a first show surprise. This is for the non-alcoholic drinkers, and this is for the rest of us.
Wow!
Mrs. Lady Claret, Mrs. Quigley, and just give me one moment.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
Wow,
Oh,
Quigley.
I thought there was a cork. I was like, these lights we just bought are gonna go.
Here's
And now we just our
here's
next
a
goal at replacing.
dollar plastic cup for you. They
It's a
came.
twist cap. Do
Woo!
you have a bottle opener?
Wonderful. We can make something work, I'm sure.
Thank you.
So yeah.
I'm gonna read some comments
drink.
while you guys do
Oh, yeah.
Lacey Zaradnik says, loving the preview.
Yes, I want.
And Kat Glenn mentions, huzzah, ride, ready to stride boldly forth with you all. Hi, everyone. Hello, Kat.
Hello, Kat.
Thank you for joining us on Dragons and Things. Of course, Kyle D. Adams, the troll, is back, ready to shop boldly forth. I don't think there's going to be any shopping on this.
There are no shops on the mountain.
Craig, do you want to read a couple?
Here's one.
Where'd you leave off?
Dylan Kaiser's your next one. Kaiser.
Oh, Dylan said they just need 10 more minutes for the paint to dry. That's a good one.
It's dry.
I think it's dry.
We did it the other day. It's
Matt
dry.
says no Twitch. I think we got Twitch up now. Yeah, we're gonna double check that we have Twitch up, but that could
we
be a
need to
comment
toast.
from earlier.
In a second.
So it's possible we have that up now.
So yes. Oh, I can. Yes, if you want.
Yeah,
Tony-
some of these comments I
Sorry.
remember from quite a bit ago.
Lucas Martinez, before he was saying, we all wait patiently as Crag puts the littlest Cragling to sleep. Look, Daddy loves you, but I gotta go kill a troll. Kisses.
Can you hand me those keys as well?
And Paizo says, hello, let's get this party started.
Oh, we
Yes.
are so ready to, Paizo.
We're so ready.
We
and
are
we're
so ready for it.
Apologies for all the technical delays, but hey, we're figuring things out, and we're glad you're all here with us, and we're glad to have you, Paizo, and thank you so much for the prizes to give away to the fans tonight. Robert Carl says, agreed, I purchased all the Pathfinder books thanks to this show. Can I send them the bill? Well, Robert, I guess if you're donating to the Patreon, then you could send us the bill, and then you could pay the...
That doesn't make any sense.
That wouldn't make any sense. That wouldn't make any sense.
Too many steps.
That's a lot of math, even for Pathfinder.
Diana, are you over there? Are you ready to read a comment?
Yeah, I was trying to before,
go
but
for
you
it.
cut me. Chelsea Ann Kelsey says, it's okay. We just need Brian to narrate the feed for us, and it's all good. No audio needed.
That's true. We'll just get him to tell it. We'll just pantomime and he'll narrate everything.
Blair Peterson, they are delayed because they are still waiting on Quigley to finish
Adam.
fixing that outlet. It's over there.
I fixed it to the best of my ability.
Dylan Kaiser says, last week we had a dog on set. This week, let's order pizza to be delivered to the garage. Pizza Man rules for prize winner. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, why not?
I love Pizza
Sure,
Man.
you can be a part of this.
Did everyone get one?
Yes.
I have one.
Yes.
Mrs. Quigley didn't get one.
Did Jared get one?
All right, I'll continue. Natasha McWilliams says, I'm so blown away by everything everyone has done to keep this
We
group
are blown
going.
away.
Hearts. Yeah, we are.
We are blown away by everything you guys have
Everyone?
done.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers.
salutes.
I love you all so much, and here's to another great adventure.
You're all right too, Quigley.
Yes.
All right.
Love you guys.
Oh, this is going to be a good show. It's going to be a really good show.
Paizo says, "Aw, he's so cute. So is the Goblin plushie." Oh, they were giving you a compliment, Jim.
Oh.
I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not.
Also, just
I don't like it.
another little thing is that it is
Ooh.
It was my birthday.
That's right.
That's right. My birthday is coming up.
Is he just gonna do this all show?
Look
Look under your seat.
Your chair! Just giving up prizes. You have a fun with corn, though, right? And it has some cornstarch in it.
It's
yeah.
just corn.
So, yes, they are Bronco-colored.
Woo, go Broncos.
I love the Broncos.
Wait,
so
isn't this
much.
Bears?
actually,
Isn't that Chicago Bears colors?
Chicago Bears.
What's happening?
Ashley didn't hand them. Ashley doesn't know about sharing.
Oh my God, Andrew!
I did these.
All right, is
And
that...
then I forgot.
Yes,
Cheers.
Here we go.
Wait, everybody cheers!
Oh, we know how to have fun
We're
here.
crashing and
Everyone
burning on
to
the.
the first episode. I love you all so much. You're I think it's so funny.
We're getting a hard cut at 4 hours, guys. We gotta do.
All right, we have to
play
go!
the game. Craig
We
has
have to
broken hands. He doesn't
go!
like it.
Delicious.
We have to finish the comments.
Natasha McWilliams says, "What's on the TV in the back?
It's walking.
Nothing.
It's
Walking in circles.
walking in
It's
circles. It's a fantasy movie thing.
yeah, it's
Isn't
a
it
fantasy.
Milo something. I don't know what it's called. Neo Storm says, "I miss you guys." Neo Storm, we miss you as
Hey,
well.
watch this.
Yeah,
Watch this.
Jared definitely
You
miss
think I can do it?
No.
You definitely can.
Great. So I'm gonna.
You guys are on the side of the mountain. You've
I
been
gotta ask a
traveling. You're
question.
like, yeah.
I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah.
How many days has it been since I put my ring on?
It has been a full day.
It's only been one day.
One full day. Yes, you guys have rested.
How many?
You see that
We're
Matt Mayer
contemplating a lot in a
hashtag
day.
Team Bar the Door.
Hashtag Team By the Door.
That's awesome.
I
How
love
many?
that. We already have a new catchphrase, guys. We're doing so well. We have a new catchphrase already. By the door.
By the door.
How many points of health do we get back?
Consider you are at full health.
Oh,
What?
thank you.
Don't worry, that'll change real quickly.
But here's the thing, Jim. You can't rest while trying to get off of a mountain.
And don't worry, we're gonna get to the like. I'm starting up because I know how terrible and horrible this is gonna be, and so I want to make it at least possible for you to win.
This is awesome. I did put my cold weather gear in my bag, which I have with me. So I'm wearing my cold weather gear.
So you've got cold weather gear. You're feeling
fine.
good.
Freezing.
That's like the first thing we need to establish is how are you guys dealing with the cold?
No idea.
Because
I have-
you're fully equipped.
Just
for it.
fine, thank you.
You're fine.
I'm
You've got
going
cold
to
weather gear.
grit it through.
Now I
because-
want you to know that cold weather gear does not make you immune.
I know.
It just gives you a bonus on your.
No, but
your
here,
checks.
if we all are carrying torches, is that a heat source?
No.
Does that help us?
Torches do not
Huddled up
count.
next to
Oh, you know what?
Torches do not count enough. You do have access to magic. I know that both Lyra and Marcus should have access to endure elements, which can help you. Otherwise, you can make survival checks to attempt to prevent damage from the cold.
Right.
Without that, it's just straight up fortitude saves and see how far you get.
How do you know?
Got it through with a
We
survival.
have no idea how many days it would take us to get out of this.
You have
because
no
none of
idea
us
where you
traveled
are.
here
You have no
normally.
idea where you are.
I'm going to do a survival check right now.
I will have you
Fire
know
up the dice cam.
that
I
in
mean,
Breath of the Wild, you light a torch, you're okay in the cold.
So in that different game
Wait.
that
Wait.
we are playing right now, that would work. You're right.
So-
Wait a second. I have endure
Wait, why does he
elements.
got-
I literally
He
said.
just said that.
You have communal?
Yes.
Then
I
that
can
sounds
help-
like you can do something.
So I
do
can
it.
help them. Great. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll my survival
there.
check. Just to,
So you're
So what happened? Wait, you have to cast it.
So just remember that's like a spell slot that you're keeping used every day for communal, and that's a
Okay.
24-hour spell. So that's great. If you're using that, perfect.
Great, so
Everybody
I'm helping
feels
everybody.
good. Now the only other thing that you guys have to worry about is the altitude.
Altitude sickness?
You'll have to
I'll tell you all about altitude.
You will have to make fortitude saves to avoid becoming fatigued. And if you are fatigued, that's bad. But
So
you can
I
still
have, Jim, I just
if
want
I
you to
grew
know.
up in Colorado, does that change anything? for me?
Quigley is not acclimatized to the altitude.
How
I
about
grew up
this?
in New Jersey.
I
Do
got
anything for anybody.
I grew
So
up in Ohio.
I gave Crag some extra Diamox from the climb.
Okay.
He has
Diamox.
I handed out.
I think we might be good on sound.
I was in love because of your birthday.
So here's the dealio. For every hour of travel in the high altitude, you have to make a fortitude. It gets progressively harder each time. Once you fail one, you become fatigued. If you fail a second one, you become exhausted. It's bad news. If you're exhausted, you can't travel.
You go into a
essentially
coma?
lose time. Eventually, you go into a coma and
Slip
die.
into a
Yes, that is
coma,
true.
swelling on the brain.
You do.
How many days
Aren't
is
we
it?
going down the mountain?
You are.
We have to go
But
quickly.
it's a matter of getting. It's a matter of you making that progress. And the big problem is that you're lost, which you've noticed over the last day of travel, is that the fortress in the mountains was not only defensible because it's up on a mountain, but because the routes to it are almost completely indecipherable. You have been down so many dead-end paths and so many winding ways that end up leading to just sheer drop-offs that it is astounding. You've spent so much time backtracking that you really feel like you've made almost no progress
'Cause there's no path.
down the mountain. There's lots of paths.
Oh, okay.
Too many paths.
So I yell,
And many of them are false.
Eagle King!
Don't go for fear of avalanches.
Oh, yeah.
The Eagle King does not come.
Eagle King!
So I've got my compass out
You do have your
and
compass.
my collapsible 10-foot pole.
Okay.
I'm using that to test the strength of the snow.
Now there's not so much snow that you can't you can just walk pretty normally.
Right.
The big problem was that it's not like super frigid temperatures, especially with her spell. You guys are totally fine for as long as she keeps the endure elements up.
Okay.
There isn't super heavy snowfall that you've seen so far, though those of you who are trained in survival should probably make me a check.
Yes, I'm trained in survival.
I have one.
Jim, I'm going to be casting resistance on everyone.
Okay.
That's an 8 total.
8 is not going to
What'd
do
you
you
get?
any good.
17.
17.
Ooh.
What you have been able to tell is that while the weather is currently clear and mild, your biggest concern is that you have a very good feeling that within the next day or two, there is going to be a very nasty snowstorm, and you need to find some kind of shelter. Or regardless of what spells she's casting, or how many fortitude saves you guys are making, it is going to be big trouble.
We only have so many rations, too.
And food is another concern.
Yeah. So the way we're going down, are we in rocky crevasses?
it's pretty
like
rocky.
we're down in and we can't see? Is that what you're telling me? That we're going through like maze-like corridors?
Yeah.
And how high is it to get up to the top of this stuff?
I mean, it
we're
would
down.
be pretty significant. And you're not always in between like walls and stuff. Like there are some sheer walls, but you can also like look out over the landscape.
I don't like what you've done here, Jim. Before you made it difficult enough for us to be in towns because we shopped a lot. Now
Yeah.
you've made walking difficult.
Yes, walking
You've
is
now
going to
made
be very
imaginary
difficult.
travel difficult, and we can barely do that to begin with.
Can we see that we're continuing to go down?
Yeah, you
Or
guys
have we
know
been
that you're
heading-
making progress down. The problem is that every so
We're
often you
taking
find
way
out that
too
you have to
long.
backtrack. And yeah, the length of time, because as you mentioned, food is a concern, and you can tell that in the next day or two, there's a big storm brewing, and you have to be in shelter by the time that thing hits.
I would
So-
like to walk down.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to make progress, I would say make a survival check for me, and
All
then
of us?
that'll determine
They
how.
taken any of our
of us.
rations from us.
You guys have whatever food you had on your person.
I have food on my person.
Yeah,
have
I know that you guys have
6.
some food, right?
Do we
So-
all make a survival check?
Just whoever is leading the party.
19.
Well, wait.
Wow.
Whoever made the survival check. Oh, never mind. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
So
I'm hungry.
while I was
Craig,
meditating,
do you have any food?
Yeah.
He's never hungry.
Lear, do you have any food? I'm hungry.
we're all hungry.
Yeah, but I'm like really hungry. Like I don't feel like I've been this hungry in a long time.
Okay, well,
to be
while
fair,
someone
any
helps
amount
me
of
get
hunger
food,
You've been
technically
smoking
covers that.
I can make a web shelter for
You've been
us to
smoking.
keep us warm.
Ooh, a web shelter.
So while this doesn't look that great,
No, I have a feeling it's going to snow.
I prepared a web shelter for the day so that we can have some.
Well,
more
we're fine right now. We need
We're
to
continue down.
get
No,
down.
I know that, but I have it for when we need
for
it.
when we need
Yeah.
it. Good, good.
Yes. So we don't have to look for shelter
That's
necessarily
good.
because I have prepared it. So we.
Well done, Lady Lyra. Here, you deserve another
Oh my
cupcake.
God! Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
Hey, guys, who-
How come she got food? I said I was starving.
Oh, this is
Quickly,
You
why
know-
don't you just have?
I really wish we had the box.
Wouldn't that be perfect? That would actually be the
Right,
perfect
right?
portable shelter that you guys were so eager to get rid of and sneer at.
Yeah, really.
love
It would have been. Yeah, Quigley was right on the whole time.
All right. are we
So you
walking?
said 19 for survival.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you guys make your way. The mountain passes are very winding, very unpredictable. The cold is one thing, but there is something about the air here. You seem never to be able to get enough of it, and it makes the movement ever more difficult. You move as quickly as you can, but it is not easy to cover ground with any sort of speed. You walk along for about an hour before you feel the need to take a short rest, and then that is where everybody will make their first high-altitude fortitude save.
With resistance, we each get a +1.
+1 for the resistance, yes.
So everybody add a +1 to your
Perfect.
fort.
Fortitude is
Fortitude
my
saves.
favorite.
Did you do this on purpose? Like, did you write this in
I was
after, like,
incorporating
you're like,
your
oh,
personal adventure into our fight.
my personal anxiety?
Yeah.
11.
26.
We're just adding our fortitude, yeah?
Yeah.
6.
Oh my
I bet I
goodness.
can beat it. No, 12.
8.
Oh, okay.
First one. You heard it.
So you guys are resting, and Lyra seems like she's ready. She's like ready to go, but you're looking around and you notice that your companions are just like, no matter how long they sit there, they're still almost like panting to catch their breath. They're having a really hard go of it. And everybody who rolled below a 15 is fatigued at this point. You're gonna be moving a little bit slower. It's gonna be a little bit harder to keep up. But you can still keep going. You guys are not in too much trouble yet, or you can take an 8-hour rest
I'm down
and
for that
remove
one.
that. But you know that doing so will cost you a lot of time.
Yeah, there's going to be
You gotta
a...
get
All they do is hear me saying that I'm tired.
Creature cannot
go
run
on
or
anymore.
charge. -2 to strength and dex.
It's a serious thing, yeah. You guys
Here,
are
and
not
so-
doing well here.
Guys, I'm so tired. Can we just... Look, Lyra said she's got that web shelter. Like,
I do.
web is... It's
Guys, there's going to be a huge storm.
No, we have to keep going.
We
in the
need to-
web
Bless it.
shelter. Lyra said the web shelter.
And I've also
Craig.
made you warmer, so therefore we need to keep moving.
Guess what? Guess what I don't have.
Are you
What
going to
don't
make
you
dinner
have?
too?
Any rations.
I'll think about it. I don't like cooking though, so you're out of luck. But do you want?
Are you marking
you
it?
have one?
Sure. I have.
How many have you used though? Because it's been a day. Or
Yes, but I'm.
because look
Okay,
where
it's
it
been a
is.
You can make survival checks to forage, but you move a little bit slower if you do.
This is so hard. I have 9 days of rations on myself.
Oh, we have it in your
gosh.
person?
Yes.
Okay, for everybody?
No, for myself. So I will give you one.
Oh wait, no, I have rations as well. Never mind. We're good.
All right, let's continue more.
So you're going to continue on?
Make a
Yes.
perception check. And
Yeah, go ahead.
you will
Make a
not
perception
be
check, yeah.
followed With my
Handy
Plus
dandy
one.
notebook. That's where I thought he was going.
Why?
17.
You are fairly certain that you guys are the only living creatures on the mountainside so far.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen like some birds and occasionally an animal, but there's nobody that is following you that you can tell.
It has been a day
Yeah.
since I wrote to Amy
Yes.
to say, hey, kidnapped and all that. Anything?
You're not gotten a response yet.
No dice, huh?
No dice.
Ah, great. That's awesome. You're a kind person, Jim.
Yeah, I mean, this
My
is Amy.
imaginary
You know how Amy
girl
is.
that
You
hates
know
me.
that when you ignore her for that long, she gets a little testy. So don't be blaming me because I'm not Amy.
Yes, you are!
Can we,
Amy
absolutely are,
Amy is a person who
You are
lives in town.
100% Amy.
She's a
guys,
real
Can we continue
guys,
down?
fictitious
can we
person.
somehow fashion a giant sled or something?
Oh, we can go sledding.
Build something and
Oh, are we going to go sledding tomorrow?
There's not enough.
we need
snow
to get.
You know what would be really great is if someone
You're
gave
walking
me a
on
horse,
mostly rock and gravel.
and then we'd be fine.
You're walking on rock and gravel.
I'm not there. You guys are.
Walking on sunshine.
You're
Whoa.
whoa.
Walking on.
That's good.
You guys can keep going.
I'm already
Yes,
walking.
I'm
You're
walking.
walking.
I'm
You're
walking.
walking.
We haven't
somewhere.
stopped.
Haven't stopped. Okay.
No, we haven't.
I mean, to be fair, I definitely stopped and am now kind of lagging behind everybody.
Yeah, I mean it's slow going, no matter what. Because except for Lyra, she's the only one who
I
has
am
like the bubbly
sprightly
energy still. She's like
and
still ready to
going.
go.
She's probably leading.
I'm not leading.
A little bit past where you guys took your first rest, even though you don't feel any better, you do find a path that splits in a Y.
Oh, great.
Why?
A Y.
I would like to.
I know
make
which
a
way we'll go.
perception-
I already know.
Another perception.
Right is
check.
wrong.
And
Right is
survival
right.
for what specifically?
I was wondering if I was aware of any of this area when I was first approaching the fort. If maybe I could tell if I was
You
on
were
the opposite
moving-
side or if I was on.
Make a.
Knowledge BS check.
Make a check and add your wisdom modifier to it, but you were moving really fast and you were so excited to be flying that you weren't really paying attention.
I was very.
I still don't believe that he was.
John Bickley said his router died this morning, but got a new one just to stream dragons and things. And do work too, I guess.
So
Well, I mean, obviously we know which one was more important.
it's a 15.
15? Yeah, you're really not sure where you are in relation to anything right now.
All right. Right is wrong. So right?
You can try to make a survival check if you want.
Oh, can we make a survival check?
Which path is going to be easier?
Oh, that's a great idea.
16.
21.
Whoa.
Gregory Winter.
Christopher Armstrong, you're right. Says go back and ask for directions.
And Gregory Winter says in Breath of the Wild you can use
Yes, exactly.
your shield as a snowboard.
You have your
This is
shield?
exactly like Breath of the Wild.
Do you have your shield?
I do have my shield.
This will work.
Again,
There's
you
no
guys
snow.
on rock
There's no
and gravel.
snow.
You
I'm
in
gonna
Breath
listen
of
to
the
my
Wild
horse as well.
In Breath of the
I'm gonna listen
Wild,
to my
yeah.
horse,
I think you owe me.
Jim.
What's your horse's name?
Epona.
No, that's not in Breath of the Wild. So sorry.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If you scan the card,
No,
you can scan.
You didn't get the card. You know that. He's not paying extra for that card.
It's true. It's true. I don't. Marcus doesn't play that way.
You can snowboard on rock, grass,
You
everything.
know what you can do in this game
not-
that we're playing today
Die.
is you can roll survival checks, and you got
21.
21. Okay,
Plus
so
one?
Quigley,
16.
21 plus 1?
Are we still going down the mountain?
you got yes.
No.
Because
No,
we're
we're back
taking
in
a
town.
really long
No, we're
time.
in town.
Okay.
No, we're in town.
Quigley, you're like, we're gonna go down the right fork. He's like, let's go. And then Crag, you're sitting there and you're reading like the animal sign, and you're kind of like feeling out the wind, and you realize that there is more travel from the natural wildlife down the left path, which leads you to believe that it is a little bit easier than the path he's trying to go down. It might be a better, more like a game trail down that way.
Not this time.
Sparkly bubbly.
But Greg, we always.
I know. We always go right.
We always go right.
This isn't right this time.
But that's
It's
the
not
point.
right. No,
it's
no,
not
but-
right. It's wrong. So right.
No. Every living thing is going down this way.
We're
not
going down
this
the
way.
living-
Well, they're the dumb ones.
But is anything living coming up that way?
Okay.
Dylan Kaiser, by the way, has a great point. He says, does Lyra know what Breath of the Wild is?
And Jay Womack says, Lyra's
so
bubbly,
Lyra.
like the champagne. Just
Lyra,
saying.
what's
It's
Breath of the
true,
Wild?
It's delicious.
Oh my gosh.
Womack is my
Nobody needs to
cousin.
know what that is because that's not what we're playing today. Here,
This isn't Breath
playing
of the Wild?
Pathfinder.
Thank you.
This isn't Breath
I
of the
agree
No.
with Jim Jam.
That's weird.
We're in
This-
my
we
game.
tagged it on Twitch as Breath of the
Is
Wild.
this
That's
Skyrim?
wrong.
Is this Skyrim?
It's a
Because in
party.
Skyrim,
That's
you
what
can
it is.
just
It's
keep
on
jumping.
In The
So I'm-
Witcher, I would just, if I just ran, I could just run a really long, I don't get tired really.
Jim, I just keep jumping.
All right. So
I
we
just
go
keep
to
jumping
the left.
forward to try to.
We go to the
We're going to the left.
Win.
You go
We
to
have
the
to
left.
go to the left.
All right.
Just this once.
You're not good at that.
Just this once.
Just this one.
Just this once.
I start walking ahead.
I'm walking.
Done. Okay. Okay, you start moving on, and it turns out, Crag, that you feel like your instincts were good, and that you're glad you didn't listen to
Until we
Quigley,
reached the
because you are making really good progress. The path is much easier than some of the other ones that you've been down. It feels much more open. You feel like you're making really good time and
I look at
progress.
Craig and I say, or as we're walking, I say, hey, wouldn't the predators know which way all the live things are taking as well?
Good of you to speak up.
Okay, no, you're right. Marcus is an idiot. Oh, sorry. I was so stupid.
Whoa.
Did you eat
hard.
Whoa.
a Snickers
I'm really
bar or
hungry.
something?
I'm really hungry, Craig.
Oh, yeah, that's
You're
a
not
good
yourself.
one. That one's really good. I like that.
All right. Where are we?
Jim, this whole
Give you
time-
some-
Rob
whole
Wong
time-
says, yup, the low oxygen is affecting them sooner than expected.
This-
I'm doing just fine.
This whole time, I'm eating more than I should of my rations. No. like they've seen me go through like 2 days of rations just walking already.
Awesome.
Did you mark it off on your sheet?
you
Oh, I
guys-
will.
You guys move on for about another hour. You have a choice here. You can make that fortitude save, and if you fail it, those of you who are fatigued become exhausted, and it becomes a bad problem. Like, fatigued is bad, exhausted is terrible. Or you can take an hour
really?
to rest
Hour.
and not make that save.
I choose
and
that
then-
one.
So you can take another
Regardless
hour.
of what they
Yes.
tell me I do,
Hour,
I choose
please.
that one.
You just sit down to the path
Yeah,
for 1 hour.
I sit down and I just say,
I
this
can't
is- I'm
trust
sitting.
anything that Jim says because I feel like this is like the maggot. This is like the.
No, because remember,
feel good
sometimes he
about
does
I
help
know.
us
He
say,
told you
hey,
not
you
to
should
go with
probably.
This is like the
Not to
rot
do everything
grubs.
that
Yeah.
you're doing in
But
that
I don't
Yeah.
know if to believe you or not because you go
He
back
was
and
right.
forth
Everything
all
I'm
the time.
telling you is technically true, but there are a lot of things I'm not telling you. So that's the thing. So
Okay.
you have to watch out.
I will wait, but I'm going to stand vigilant and therefore not get my rest, and I will make a fortitude.
Okay.
I'm going to start.
Are you already fatigued?
Yes, I am.
He's
But
already
I'm
fatigued.
preparing for an attack of some.
I am laying
But if you're exhausted,
down.
Yeah, if you're exhausted,
You are not being vigilant.
I am laying down.
You're specifically
being
not
vigilant,
perceiving.
and I am eating.
Hey.
I'm starting my 3rd day of rations.
No,
Guys, let's
stop
get-
eating.
Doing it.
let's get in the box.
17 on the die plus my 7 plus his 1. I cleared it. I'm prepared.
Okay, well the resistance doesn't last like for the rest of the
Well,
day.
just 17
so,
plus 7, so 24.
So that's fine. Okay, so you don't progress, you don't rest, you don't become not fatigued, but you also don't progress down into exhaustion. If you are on lookout, you can make a perception check if you'd like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They see me just laying there with
13.
with one hand. I'm grabbing snow and shoving it in my mouth, and the other I'm just taking bites of my rations.
What an idiot.
What is wrong with him?
I don't know.
Quigley, the only thing that seems odd to you is that, like, as I mentioned before, it's not wintertime, but there is a very cold wind that is kind of cutting up the mountain. And you can see, like, Crag kept warning you guys during the beginning of the day, like, we gotta move, there's a storm coming, and you can actually see some nasty clouds forming. It looks like there's going to be some serious weather. Like you start to notice that what Crag was telling you, and it doesn't. Yeah, that's all. That's all I'm going to tell you about that. But yeah, so you know, like Crag was right. Like you guys probably should. And you know, Lyra's all like web shelter, and you're looking like, yeah, but what if there's so much snow that it crushes through the webbing and you just get buried and die? I mean, and that's pretty.
Die.
What if Lyra's solution isn't the right one?
Let me have one.
What's the environment around? Are we above tree line, below tree line?
Currently, there's like a little bit of shrubbery, but there hasn't been any trees.
So
Like, you haven't
we're
seen anything
above
big.
tree
Yeah,
line.
you're pretty high up.
And so generally you can tell the difference between us and tree line. Am I able to see where tree line is?
Yeah. You've actually been able to see that for a long time, and a lot of paths that you guys were taking, you thought you would get down there. Like you had high hopes in the beginning that you'd be down where you wanted to be, like yesterday. But the way the paths have been working out, there's been so much impassable terrain that you've run up against that you've had to do so much backtracking. You haven't reached that level yet.
If I had to make an assessment on time, just generally, if I could get to tree line in a straight line as the crow flies, how long would it take me?
Give me a survival check.
13.
13. You would say that at the rate the group is moving, possibly by nightfall tonight, but that depends a lot too on how many more rests you guys take.
That's not good because
I'm going to start to close my eyes.
By night, no. Wake him up. He could get frostbite.
Hey, no, he won't, because I'm helping.
But
you know.
But by nightfall, if we reach by nightfall, we won't have time to set up an encampment before it is dark, and therefore it makes it very difficult to survive.
And we just keep moving
We
with
gotta move.
torches.
All right, let's
Keep
go.
moving.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
we
guys
make our
take your
way
hour
down.
rest. Anybody?
I would like to, when we're walking, if I see an outjutting of a cave of some sort, I
Sure.
would,
So
that's
you're
my
on the
first-
lookout for that stuff, right?
It's my
Perfect.
first
So you're
Prepared
on
a
the lookout
freaking
for
web shelter, and they're not even going to use it.
So you guys, the rest of you are feeling okay after that rest. Quigley's the only one because he was like up and vigilant, and he's still lagging a little bit behind. But you know, his Sir Quigley enthusiasm is kind of keeping him upright and with you guys. You guys are making good time. Crag picked a good path. You are glad that you followed
Good
his
job, Crag.
advice.
Good
But-
job. Oh.
Yeah, glad is a
Who
strong.
is leading the party? Crag and Quigley?
Yes.
I'm gonna say Crag because of
He's
his path. I'm gonna have him
leading
make a perception check for me.
Carolyn Weiss says they're going to freeze to death while arguing.
No, they're not, because I communally made sure that wasn't going to happen.
Uno.
No,
20, baby.
that's 20.
20.
I thought you were telling me Uno. I was excited.
No.
But now I'm the
A nat
opposite of
20.
excited.
No,
And
so that was my perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 28.
It's a
Okay.
good nat 20.
It's a-
You guys are doing
28.
too well already. I had hoped some of you would be dead by now. But I still have time.
Throw
I still have
something
time.
at you. I have nothing to
So
throw
you guys
at
are
you.
going.
I rescind my offer of bubbly. Send it back over here.
You guys are making great time. Crag, you feel like you're killing it on the survival front. You guys are making great time. You're glad that you pulled quickly away from that other path because you just have this feeling that would have been a disaster, and this is going much better. And then as you're walking, it must be the wind, like carrying some sound, but you start to hear like these like beast-like sounds coming from somewhere down the path. You don't see anything, but there's a bend, and you can't
There's a
see too
bend.
far down the
Just around
path.
the
You
river
slow your
bend.
progress for a moment, and you start to creep forward. You come up to this huge stone that's sort of blocking your eye line, and you look around it, and about 60 feet ahead of you, you see a pair of huge creatures. They walk on 2 feet, and they are covered in thick white fur. Their thickly muscled arms are tipped with claws, and they are carrying between them a couple of dead goats that drip blood into the white snow and onto the stone.
Sasquatch.
She was so
School's out.
excited to meet these things.
I thought it was a polar bear. Got really excited.
Do I recognize them?
Do you have knowledge local?
Does Quigley attempt to speak to them?
No.
Or maybe it's Sasquatch.
No, no.
Or marshmallow from
Probably Yetis.
No knowledge local.
No knowledge local? Yeah, you are not quite sure.
And I'm the only one that sees them.
Well, you guys can all like look at them. You guys, because you made your perception checks, so you guys are looking. These things are like, they're like basically like dressing these kills, and looks like they're like they've got a couple of goats, and they're like like they're gonna take them.
These
somewhere.
things are bigger than me.
They're large creatures. Yes.
I think I
detect
walked into the
evil.
back of somebody because I was not paying attention.
Yeah. So
I did
yeah,
not
you just
roll a
like
perception
boom right into Craig.
check. So are we stopping?
I detect
Are we
evil.
stopping?
You detect about 60 feet ahead of you the presence of evil.
Ooh, so great, they're evil, they're evil! We must strive boldly forth and slay the demons!
I don't
Wait,
know
did
how
you do that to Quigley and I do
Yeah.
this to you? And I go, let the boy get him.
How many are there?
Some fire down there.
How many?
Sick 'em.
We see
Two
two.
of these creatures.
All right, I'm gonna run into the hiding. Is there like bushes, rocks?
Oh yeah, there's rocks. You can.
All
you
right,
can yeah.
I'm hiding.
Okay, you got
60 feet
60
ahead.
feet.
So
You
we
got
have to
60
fight
feet
them to
between you and these creatures.
I'm
and they look like
hiding.
they're about ready to. They're about to move on. So
Do they look delicious?
They look like they're about to move
they
on.
do not look good to eat.
Fine.
No.
No,
But
wait,
the goat that they're
The
carrying,
goat
Move
looks
on.
like that
We're
would
gonna
be
have other
something
things
to
we have
eat.
to
Yeah.
the goat does look quite tasty, does it not?
If you cooked it,
If I cooked it.
Help me.
Well, Jim,
No,
I think
no!
I cook it. I cast
It's
Fireball
broken.
on that scene.
Of all things that we could fight, you know we're going to probably have to fight
And
other
then I
things.
take a 5
And
foot
these are
step
moving their way
behind
on.
Craig.
Doing it, and I am ready.
so
I'm hiding.
hold on. All right, are you guys attacking from where you guys are? Because he looks like he's getting ready to cast
I'm
a
not
spell.
healing.
I'm
So
not.
is this
I'm
happening?
hiding.
I am
Because we
not.
need to roll initiative.
I'm not ready to cast the spell I've cast.
He's casting. So this is the surprise round, guys. You guys are 60 feet
18,
away.
6.
Let's roll initiative.
I
First
won
Oh!
as well.
Oh!
You
I'm
got
at
20?
24.
Oh! I just rolled so much damage on this
Oh,
fireball.
he really did.
I hope that it doesn't shake it off.
Shake it up.
Shake it up.
Jim Jagger, I'm at a 24 for my initiative.
Quigley is at a
We
24.
should just see the commercials.
Yes.
Now hold on
Jingles.
before that fireball goes off, because in the surprise round, people who are going before you will get to move. I am just saying that the fireball is happening, but we need to know if
They
they
just
move
got cooked.
into the cookie.
They just
into
got
the
cooked.
cookery.
Those people that moved
Alex,
ahead
what
of
do we
me.
have?
16.
16, Craig.
I got 15.
15.
I'm so fast.
And then
Nat 20. 22.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I've been eating a lot. I'm actually quite
did
rested.
great.
Wow.
feeling
Really
good.
Oh, I'm yeah.
You guys will
I
notice.
rolled a 24
Oh, you're at 24, so you're going first. That's important. That's important
because
to know.
you know what I'm doing.
Because you're going to move 30 feet ahead and be within range of the fireball.
Yeah.
I would
But it's
like,
kinda
like
cold.
to.
But it's kind of cold.
So I feel like that should be fine.
There is a chance that Sir Crag did hold me back, though.
Well, no, there's not, because you're first in the round. This is the surprise round. You can take a move action or a standard action. You're first to go. What are you doing?
I did forget about
Use your great axe.
Why are we
Use your
fighting
great axe.
when they could have just kept going?
I don't have one.
Do you have any other weapons on you?
There's a great axe.
We're
and a
back.
I don't even know why we're fighting these. They were
You
walking.
guys in the chat, help us out. Let us know if our sound is back. We think we had a slight hiccup, so if we're back, let us
Hiccup.
know, and we'll get back into the action.
Couldn't just keep walking down the freaking mountain.
Guarantee you have it.
What does he have on his back? A coffin? No, it's a person.
No, it's a little fairy, isn't it?
My God, stop looking at that screen.
We're not on yet.
We're not on right now.
You saw it.
So, you said
We're on?
Sounds back.
It's a D12.
Chat says.
Sounds back.
Sounds back?
Shady's back.
Chat,
Back
chat,
again?
chat. Hi guys, hi chat. Isn't this an exciting episode so far?
No.
We've had the mountainside has been a challenge. We've had
Too many arguments.
That we're about to know
That we're
about.
just passing through. We could have just kept walking down that mountain, but no.
I was going to let them go. I wanted to let them
I
go.
know. Well, I think that would have been smart because we're going
They
to
have
run
a
into
goat,
something else.
Craig.
Are we
Oh,
back?
We could have found our own.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, how many
So,
goats did you see, Lyra?
I wasn't
With-
looking for a goat.
You made a knowledge local check. You are 100% wrong about the giant thing. Like so
Adam
far
was
off.
wrong about that, yep.
So
Marcus.
far off, but
That's Marcus,
but
yeah.
no, Marcus was like frost giant. He was like, no, that's the stupidest thing I've ever said. These are Yeti. These creatures
I was right.
are.
I said Yeti.
These creatures are, but and Lyra, these are not nice creatures.
I said
They
Yeti.
are definitely bad.
I wanna try.
They
I'm gonna
would
make a
absolutely
bug up
rip you
this
apart.
fur.
I will tell you, you already know, just based on the spell that you cast and the reaction to it, vulnerability to fire.
What do they sound like?
And I will give you one other piece of information. They exude an aura of cold that is deadly to creatures. I think we're good. That's what I'm hearing. I
hope
we're good.
so.
You guys let us know
We're
in the
back,
chat
baby.
if you are hearing any issues or have any problems. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us. We know that it can be difficult with the
Growing pains.
video coming in and out. But again, we put this together in a week the best we possibly could, so please bear with us and thank you for sticking with us. Now it's back to my poor Sasquatches getting slaughtered in a surprise round without even
I don't
having
think
to do
so.
anything. It was Alex's turn. You had fired a crossbow. You had
did.
rolled.
I
don't know what
rolled-
that roll was.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, so I'm just going to skip past you because you're done, obviously. Two's no good. Lyra,
I start my.
do you want to stop your friends because they're going to kill these Sasquatches? And I mean, you know that that's no good, right? You want to
Well, one's dead already.
maybe just like stop Marcus.
I just think this is ridiculous because we should be going down this mountain.
Exactly. So you should definitely like just stop your friends from doing anything else, right? Take all action
No,
to stop them.
none of that is going to work. I'm
Okay.
gonna hold back though.
You're gonna hold back.
Action.
You're gonna hold back. And now, Craig, surprise round. Move or a standard? What do you got for me?
I'm going to equip my crossbow.
Equipping the crossbow.
Take a shot at this live.
Equipping. You see, draw
Have
your
you-
crossbow.
Do you have bullets?
Done
Move
a
action.
ranged attack in this game?
I hope you have bullets.
Do you know how that works?
he's
You don't
concerned
hit
now.
him with
Gonna
He's
try.
concerned now.
I heard it. You said I'm going to
Wait.
die if I go up there. I'm going to shoot this guy.
So that was the surprise round. My creatures are already it's a problem for me. Like I should have just thought this through better. Should have killed Marcus right off the front, just like he's dead, because I don't want any
I'm hiding behind Craig if you
No
remember.
more of this wizard stuff. Top of the first round of combat. Quigley, you are 30 feet away from this creature. What are you doing?
Do you listen to Marcus or do you strive?
You did just get roasted real hard.
Let him decide.
I make a charge attack.
I think you do too.
Oh, I can't.
Can't because you're
You can't because you're fatigued, but you could move up there.
Good.
Oh, we're still fatigued.
You're going to screw my...
I move up there
Okay.
and I take an attack.
Well, when you are
I just
fatigued,
take my crossbow and I throw it down
yeah.
in the snow.
Yeah.
then you can go ahead and go up there and make one attack. Remember that you are at a -2 to your strength and dex.
Yes.
So
My question.
I rolled a 24.
24.
Jesus.
Okay. So quickly, you guys are fighting these Yeti creatures. I'm just recapping a little bit for those of you just coming back in because we had a little break there. We've got these two hairy Yeti creatures that Marcus has identified. He completely obliterates one with a fireball. And then Quigley also gets a little toasted in there because he ran up before the fireball was officially cast. And now that was just the surprise round. And now we're in the first round. Quigley has decided he's not going to worry about more fireballs because clearly Marcus would never cast another one. And he's gone up and he is attacking.
Any of the fans can see on my face right now that I'm
He's considering
probably considering casting
another
Did
fireball.
you make better choices
Quigley,
when you were with
you
the
rolled
other
what and got what?
How did he
I
get
rolled a
knighted?
24. I assume that
Okay,
hits.
that is a hit.
I do 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
Hang on.
may
Let
get
me
a
make
chance
sure.
to play sooner rather than later, Jared.
How did he
Because
get
I'm going to
knighted?
kill him.
I don't know what's going on.
Did he just not make good choices? Like,
All right.
9
what's the
points.
destiny? He starts making
9
bad choices.
points of damage. You slice into this creature. It is furious with you. You can tell that when it gets its chance, if it doesn't die immediately, it is going to just rip you apart. Like literally with its bare hands, rip you apart.
Oh my god.
Marcus, it is your turn.
Lucas Martinez says cast water on them, they'll freeze.
Water.
That's a good one.
I mean, what are the odds that I could roll another 27 points of damage, thus
Pretty good.
hitting Quigley for 54 points of total damage?
That only put me at negative
gosh.
1.
Oh, well, all right.
Oh,
I
God.
guess another fireball.
You guys, another fireball. Quigley, make a reflex save.
Oh, my.
Oh, baby, maybe that's
Oh, this is a bad
that's
one.
worse.
This is a bad one.
All right,
This is a real bad one.
11.
All right, that's definitely Marcus is hitting you for whatever he's got.
That's bad. 13.
13.
That's not bad.
It's good for you.
Except if this thing rips me apart.
Well, you know, if you would have taken a step,
All right,
a
this
5 foot
creature
step
looks
to the
like it's
side or
barely on its
something.
feet. It is
2
super
steps.
PO'd.
So
It
I
did make
can't
it save, but it is like
Save again?
it made, but it is barely alive. Alex,
Crossbow again.
crossbowing -4 because it's in melee with Quiggles. Don't worry, he'll probably die soon too. So
The worst that happens is you hit Quigley.
15 plus 9.
15 plus
20.
9.
Risk I'm willing to take.
Is that with the -4?
No. So 20
20
total.
with the -4.
With
That's
-4,
a total
yes.
20. 20 is a hit. Yes.
All right, 1d8.
Quigley?
I don't know what we have for him.
They're
We have blackjack.
6.
Sir Quigley is no good for anybody.
6 points of damage. That is enough
Perfect.
to drop this thing before it has a chance to just tear Quigley apart.
I take my crossbow and I throw it into down in the snow.
It's no good.
Does it get
You
any
guys,
warmer?
Did it die?
I mean, no, it's still
Does it
exactly.
get
Still up?
warmer around us?
No, it's still the same.
Oh, I did
I'm
it.
going to just go stab them in the throats and make sure they're really.
They're absolutely dead.
All right.
They're 100%.
Is the
100%.
We need to
Oh,
move
the
on.
evil
You
presence gone.
detect no more evil.
I go step up to the goat and I point at it and I say, Craig,
You
make
guys
for us
have
to eat it.
food, yeah. Like these guys, like
When did you become a caveman?
Cooked.
Yes.
I also found these 2 scrolls of cure light wounds. Can you maybe read one of them?
So
Can I also... Then I turn to Quigley and I'm like, yes, I can, but next time you're not striding boldly forth toward us.
Hold on.
Fast
you
forward.
are
on.
so wrong about what he's gonna do.
Lyra, hold on a
Hashtag
second.
mom Lyra.
Hold on a second. What did you find, Quigley, that you just happen to now remember that you found?
No,
what
no,
else
no.
did
This
you
was
find?
we found in total we have 11 masterwork bastard swords, 3 chainmail armors,
who's carrying all this?
heavy steel shields, 1 mace from Desmond, a mace from Cord, and armor from Cord. I've got it all shoved in my bag.
All of that being from
Well, now I have two
the
cures.
Library of Lunai, where you had just escaped from that fortress that you escaped from.
The slaughter.
And these 2 things.
And from the
Plus
slaughter,
there's
the
some
birthday,
road-
the
birthday
birthday
party.
massacre, the birthday massacre.
Don't worry, I'll split it
Frank's
evenly,
daughter's
but the
birthday
2
massacre.
scrolls we obviously aren't.
But he's not splitting those evenly. Those are going directly to his health points because he
You could have died.
definitely could have died.
Daniel Clark says my group fought these creatures before. I got backhanded into a tree. Watch out for trees.
They're very nasty if they don't immediately get fireballed to death.
And Carolyn Weiss says Quigley has less self-control than a raging crag. It's
They're
true.
evil creatures.
we
Yeah,
didn't need
but
to
Joshua
find
Thomas also says, go full Star Wars, cut the Yetis open.
I think
I thought they smelled bad. On the outside.
Craig, can
That's
you
from Star
make
Wars?
a survival check for me?
For the goats,
I remember that.
another 20 on the die.
Wow.
You're doing great.
Kill
survival.
So that's a 30.
That's great.
Wow.
Fantastic. So what you can tell, not only is this, I mean, like it's cooked goat meat now, but what you notice is that these were like, the initial wounds that killed them are very brutal. These creatures tore them apart with their claws. But then it looks like the entrails were pulled out. It's almost like these things were dressed. Like this was like, it's crude, but it was done with purpose and intelligence. Like, based on the fact that they were collecting these corpses. Like there's like 4 or 5 goats, and they were collecting them. They were going to take them somewhere. You would guess that perhaps these guys have like a
cave.
home
Yeah.
or something.
So they were a
nearby.
family. It was probably a husband and wife.
Yeah,
There's probably a little
they
Yeti
definitely
as a
the
kid.
kids.
Frank!
This was definitely for the kids, and they were not eating these goats
Mrs. Quigley.
because their mom and dad are never coming home.
The red birthday is canon.
The red birthday.
So, what? Yes, I'm very injured. I probably will try to have more self-control, but Lady Lyra, when things are evil, evil must be vanquished in the world.
Yes, I hear your
Quigley,
words.
I
but
control the power of the universe. Maybe let me,
Well, she and I control the power of the gods.
What? Brian Summer says, is it just me or has Quigley become bloodthirsty since he was knighted?
And loot thirsty.
It's not just you, Brian.
I've always been bloodthirsty. This box on my box.
He's not going to be Sir Quigley for much longer if he keeps this up.
They're evil creatures.
Do you have read magic prepared?
You know what? Bar the door.
For
Can she use? Could she just
yeah,
read this?
so for the
Once
day
she
that
knows
we
what it is.
yeah, you guys know what you have. Like you know the
Right.
scrolls that he has, the scrolls of cure light wounds. Like it's totally cool. You could use those.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Would you like me to use one?
Yes, please.
All right, I'm using it.
Okay. 1d8 plus 2 is the caster level on those.
Good.
So
6 plus 2, 8.
That's you're right as rain, Quigley, right?
That makes up for those
So
40
good.
points of damage I did to him.
All right. Do you want another?
so there's 4 goats that are cooked.
Oh yeah.
So they were prepped,
7
but now they're
plus
cooked.
2.
Now they're
That's
cooked.
fine.
You can
Let's
just
eat
them.
them.
To erase-
A
We
little
feast.
less.
Should we?
was
Can
hungry.
we try to track
Halfway.
down their cave?
Yeah, you
I
can
think
make an
we should.
attempt. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to follow tracks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would that be a
Wait,
survival?
what
Can I assist him?
What do I know about Yetis in terms
know-
of their communal structure?
You know that they have sometimes communities, and like most of the time people encounter them, they only encounter like one because they'll come down from the mountains
yeah.
to
I'm gonna
hunt for food or whatever, and take it back to their kids. But community is not like we're not talking like Yeti cities or villages. We're talking like 10 to 12 max in a big group.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Craig, let's not go find where they are going.
Why not?
I'm going to use
Because
the
there's
wand
going to be
try
more
get
of
him
them, and
more
I'm out of fireballs.
Using the wand.
And I assure you, you
6
don't want to
plus
get touched
1.
by these, Craig.
So let's just take
You
the
will
goat
die.
meat and go and keep going.
Hey, we're gonna eat 4 goats.
Yeah,
Move.
absolutely.
I
Put him in the
rolled a
bag.
17 on my assist
Put
to
him in
his
his
survival
bag.
check. Does that
Doesn't do
give him a
anything.
+2?
How are you feeling?
Why did I need it? I had.
He
I had a 30.
well succeeded everything. that
Where
he
have you
did.
been?
He's like,
How
oh,
are
you're
you
talking
feeling?
about to track?
How are you?
You're talking about to
Another
track. Sorry.
What?
Wanding.
I thought he was rolling another.
I now know what you're saying, and that's fine. He hasn't actually done that yet because they are talking about eating first. But yeah, that's cool. Like,
How many
yeah,
more are we talking?
That's good.
Like a handful, at least.
Well, we have to get out of here. We have to
Take
get.
the goat meat and leave. Shove it in his bag.
That's what I just said.
So we shove
What
4.
Alex
We
said.
shove 4 goats into
don't
his
know
bag.
what's happening.
No, we keep 1 goat out, and I'll have it on my shoulder, and
You
we're
just
picking.
snack on it?
Yeah, we're ripping pieces off of the goat as we
I
walk.
don't care about it. Go. We need to get off this mountain, so we are going to move forward.
Based off of.
Yes.
Based off
Very.
of.
Everybody is on
off
board
of-
with you.
Based off of.
off of-
Based off of.
based off of
Based
my-
off of.
My,
Based off of. Based off.
Based off.
based off of my earlier perception check on the weather,
Yeah.
do I think this is our best option to go into the cave?
I mean, you don't see a cave. There's no cave immediately. What he's saying is we wanted to find where they were going,
Yeah, we're not
and
at
it would
the
probably be a
And
shelter.
the weather looks imminent.
And it looks like, yeah.
The
'cause,
weather
like, Marcus
outside is
saying-
frightening.
Marcus is saying, let's not go
fire
there.
is so
But
No.
you're thinking, like, if there is no option B, like, immediately, it's Yetis or death by snow.
Look, Max
I have a
Everett.
web shelter.
Max Everett has said the Yeti community is up in arms over the goat theft.
I have a freaking web shelter.
Come on,
Well,
Max.
listen, web shelter is cool, but it's like it's not going to cut it. Like they're telling you, this
So
is going to be a
let's
bad.
This is gonna be the blizzard of '79.
Yeah, this is going to
Get
be
it?
a bad.
So
like
it's gotta be
Roofs in Chicago.
I think, let's put it to a vote. I think we have to go to the cave.
It's gonna be bad.
Are all those in favor of going to the cave and trying to find it, raise your right.
I just keep walking
you-
down the hill.
He's just
I
walking
walk
down.
Hey,
the
Wiz.
hill.
Hey, Wiz.
Yeah.
You can't cast another fireball?
Nope.
Why can't we
You
just
got
keep
your
walking?
flaming balls?
Gross.
Got a flaming ball.
We can't. We
I'm
can't
still
light.
just walking, just shouting back to him.
We can't light bolts on fire. Correct.
Currently, no. there's
Bolts are
no-
metal.
You don't have a way to. You can prep them with, like, if you have oil and rags, you can prep them.
Yeah.
It gives a little bit. It reduces their range a little bit, but I would allow that. Or there are.
if only we had
magical
flaming
means,
weapons.
but There are magical
If only
means,
we
like
had
there are
claret.
spells that can make weapons flaming, but
Gosh, if only we had claret. Lyra, do you think that maybe you could, you know,
actually crossbow bolts
claret?
wouldn't really
Why don't
work
we
with the
just walk?
rat. Like you would want
not-
arrows.
yeah,
Arrows would
arrows.
work
I
a lot
ignore
better.
him.
Okay, can we?
Actually, you know what? Lyra's been useful. Quigley, can you,
you.
go away and become claret?
I wish she was.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look for the Yeti community.
Why?
No.
and scout it out and see how many Yetis there are.
I've already walked.
But
Yeah, I know you're
why?
walking.
I'm out of
Yeah.
earshot of this at this
Time,
point.
or we're finding shelter.
Fine, I'm looking.
I mean, in all fairness, there's basically one usable path that you guys see immediately before you, so there's not.
I roll another 20.
What the hell are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm rolling 20s.
You're really doing so well, though. You're surviving like no one has ever survived.
So
You are Bear Grylls today.
Yeah, I don't know what you just
Oh
rolled
my
for, but
God.
you did it.
Yeah.
No, I'm rolling to look for.
So I mean, yeah, there's tracks, and Quigley's like helping you, but you don't even need Quigley. Like he's mostly annoying
You're, like,
you
pushing him
because he's helping you. Like he's pointing out things that are valid,
Is it
but like you
another
don't even
survival
care because
check?
you're in the zone. Yeah, it's just a track.
That's like my eyes are closed and I'm feeling.
you are like
I'm feeling
you are
it.
like you're like Jedi, like
you
just
get an
following the
extra
Force, and it's telling you.